100 years ago, women received the right to vote, but our fight isn't finished until we are all equal. Today, only 18% of all the biographies of English Wikipedia are about women. So as a leader in the free knowledge movement, my goal is to help change the narrative. I'm ready to work, and I hope you'll join me.
Participation levels for women have been set back 30 years. That's 30 years of progress that we have dismantled. And what I'm hoping will happen is that women will stand up and rise to the challenge of negotiating for themselves and showing their value and showing that flexibility can be a win-win situation.
The current COVID crisis has put extra demand for caregiving, which mostly falls on women. As we strain to juggle between work and taking care of family members, sometimes we sacrifice our own personal needs and health.
Progress in the workplace needs to cross over into our personal lives. In addition to sharing domestic chores and childcare, men need to engage their children as allies and agents of sustained change. Women need to be released from deeply entrenched societal expectations. Our homes, our cities, our workplaces, our towns need to be freed from mental and physical violations. Gender equality is a human right, and it should be a human experience.
I'm the mother of a 14-year-old son. As parents, let's raise our sons to be feminists. Let's teach them how to be allies. We need to start that gender equality conversation with our kids early, and we need to have it often. And most importantly, let's role model equality in our own homes. We can be the future we want to see for our kids. Imagine that.
Starting at home, we should share our workload, be it household chores, children's care, or even elders' care. We should talk about gender equality in our families with our kids.
I find that children have an amazing ability to really listen to the words that a person is saying instead of focusing on the pitch of the voice or the look of the person. That's something we need more of in the workplace.
To reach gender equality, we need to ensure women are given access to what others have traditionally had socially, ensuring opportunities are offered equally, that mindsets are changed, and doors previously thought closed are opened.
As a nation, we have to demand access for women to equal pay, particularly Black women who, according to the Human Rights Campaign, are paid 62 cents for every dollar that a white man makes. We have to demand healthcare that works for everyone, not just the wealthy, and really confront and remove our biases about women's bodies and the value of women, and if they should bear children or not bear children, and the jobs that we should have. And once we remove those unconscious thoughts, then we can begin to move forward for women to receive the equal treatment that we deserve.
What do I think needs to be done to further advance gender equality? Ensuring pay equity. Pay equity is very important as we think about career advancement for women, and one of the pillars that Women of Banfield stands on is we rise by lifting others.
If we really want to move the needle on gender equality in the workplace, we need to shift the conversation. We need to have leaders talking about equity and equality.
We've got to look at the pay gap. It's still a massive problem with males typically getting paid more than their female counterparts, often performing the same job. That's definitely something we need to continue to improve.
One thing I think is critical to enhancing gender equality in the future is increasing the representation of women in our leadership roles in organizations, especially in our senior leadership roles, our C-suite level roles, our board member roles, and roles in our executive committees.
I believe that in order to further advance women's equality in the workplace across all companies, we should focus on developing female talent as well as promoting more women into executive roles.
It's important to ensure that leadership competencies and other factors for determining advancement are designed in a way that they are gender neutral.
Our bias blind spots limit the way we act and behave, and they can hold others back. But we can override our bias. Stop to gain awareness of your bias. Pause to think about how you'll respond. And think about how you can be an ally.
I believe allyship has a tremendous potential to make an impact on gender equality and women empowerment. As an ally, I'd like you to be active and explicit in your actions.
I believe that women need to bring their whole authentic selves to work. This means in addition to all of your professional skills, that you're also sharing your personal experiences, what you've learned through volunteer opportunities, what you believe in, what you stand for, so that you're a three-dimensional whole person. That way, you'll be considered for the opportunities that may meet those skill sets that aren't just professional. All the things that you actually know and can do will be recognized. Be your own best advocate.
One thing that I genuinely feel will really help advance gender equality in organization is to find new and creative ways to amplify women's voices. Many of them have very creative and different perspectives, and hence how do we create these forums which enables and encourages this voice and create an environment in which these voices can be heard, and in this way make them feel and make all of us feel that we make a difference.
To women, I would say, don't be afraid to make your voices heard. I know this can be daunting at times, but be courageous. Try to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. The more you do it, the more natural it will feel.
Gender equality means advancing communication to have the conversation by everyone, not just women. I hope you'll join us and be courageous.
We are not done, and we must continue our efforts together towards gender equality.